Alrighty, you guys wanted to see how I make these beautiful coaster flowers, and I'm just gonna show you. I've already got my resin mixed up in the molds. I don't have them full because I'll be adding this and it'll fill them up more. I'm using this Passion Base Cell White paste. I got it from Laura's Art Corner. You can find her on the web. And I just stuck my stick down in the paste and just, you can see it, it's pretty opaque. And you gotta stir it really good. And we have to let this sit for just a little bit. And now I am going to heat up. I'm gonna torch the top of this. The igniter went out on my torch, so I have to light it with something else. Anyway, I guess I'm out of propane. Hang on, let me get this sucker filled up. Because you do need to pop all the bubbles on the top and get the resin kind of a little warm for this to work. All right. Oh, and automatically I've got a bug in my stuff. Let's just get him out real quick. Get out of there, Nat. You are unwanted here. So, just kind of lightly go over the top of these bubbles with your torch. Doesn't take much. You don't want to burn the mold. So just kind of pop all these bubbles. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. This will be my first video to post, so bear with me. All right, I've just got this yellow pinata. I'm doing some coasters for a girlfriend, and these are her colors. Yellow, orange, red. So, here we go. I'm gonna put this yellow in the middle. 3 drop, maybe 4. Try to do equal amounts so they'll come out similar looking. No two are ever alike. Okay, got that yellow. Now let's do some ruby red. Make sure you shake your ink up or it may not come out right. Okay, so we're gonna drop the red. Around. I don't count my drops. Some people count them. I just put them on here. Like I think kind of even. I know I haven't wanted to do this because I know I sound like a country bumpkin hick, and I'm really not. I live in the country, but I'm from the city. I got to the woods as fast as I could. I've really been enjoying doing resin art. I like acrylic painting and pouring. I like all forms of art, actually. But this is really satisfying because you never know what you're gonna get. I mean, you just don't. and it looks one way from one side and another. So now I'm adding the orange after I have added the red. The yellow's in the center. I'm just dropping this orange around, kind of between the red drops. Okay, there's my orange. Done. Now I've got a little bit of orange yellow. I'm gonna try that and see what that looks like. Woo, came out really fast and it's really orange. It's a pretty color. Ooh, it's spreading quickly, so something's happening. Got a little much there. It doesn't matter. You really can't screw this up unless you get the blobs. Okay. There we go. While that's down, let me locate my stick. These silicone sticks, they're the bomb. So now I'm just gonna swirl this. I'm not touching the bottom of the mold. I'm just touching the resin with the stick. Kind of making it join. Just swirl it. You can swirl it into the center. That film there, that'll go away. Just poke it down in there. Just swirl it. Same with this one. You can start on the outside or start on the inside. It really doesn't matter. You just want to get it kind of going. Last one. I hope y'all can see this. This camera angle right. Alcohol ink always has a film on it. You just have to stick it out. Okay. Those look pretty swirled. All right. Wipe your stick off because when that shit dries on there, it'll break these. I don't know how many I've broke. Anyway, dry your stick off. Now, give your white a stir. Give it a real good stir. Get your stick, scrape it, stir some more. I hope I've waited long enough, but we're gonna go for it. We shall see. So these are these little bathroom cups. You can just bend the end and make a spout. And you want this to come out really thin. Don't want it big lines. You want thin lines. That's the secret. All right, let's see if I can get this where y'all can see me do this. Okay, here we go. Start out slow. Steady hand. Oh, it's dripping. It's okay. Catch it. You see those blobs there? You don't want those. You want to take your little stick and get the blobs out. line them up. Blobs are not good, but you can fix it with your little stick, okay? All right, got my blobs out, hopefully. It won't show up too bad. All right, I don't have enough lines on here, so I'm gonna go again. Kind of get it moving. When you start to see it coming out, just kind of start moving it. In theory, that should work. But it's dripping. Okay, lines go round and round. Round and round. I'll go back and fix those blobs. Okay, I'm doing nothing but blobbing here. So stop, get the blobs out. If you don't get them out pretty quick, you won't get them out. And everything will be white, and your color will be not there. Okay, blobby blobs. The trick is in the stick. Closer down to it this time, maybe. I'll have better luck. There we go. Get it flowing. And keep it going. Ha! And just go round and round. Till you think you have enough in there. Make the layers. Get your blobs out. They're kind of hard to see though once they go down and sink. You can't see them, so you just have to kind of draw your stick through them. Get them out. Okay, now on to the next one. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna get this one flowing a little bit better instead of dropping. There we go. There we go. Oh, droppy. If it starts to drip, you know you gotta fix it. Because the drips are like white blobs. Alright, so I know I got some right there. Line it out. Right there, I can see that one and that one. Blobs are bad. Excuse me. But you can fix them. Okay. These are for a friend of mine that I have known just about my entire life. We went to school together and lived down the road from each other when we were kids. And she requested these colors. So, Winland, if you're watching, these are yours. Hopefully they'll turn out good. Okay, I think I need to do a couple more lines right in here. That's gonna be it. Let me fix these two blobs here I've seen. Because we don't want those there. they're starting to spread, so they're doing their thing. And I haven't even put any heat on them. So let's get closer. There we go. If you can just get it flowing and keep it flowing, then you really got it going. You can just go around and around. And that's what creates the layers and the looks of the petals. It's really a cool effect that I'm so happy that I have somewhat achieved. We'll see how these look. Wrong stick, wrong end. Smooth those little blobs out. Just like that. Make them lines instead of blobs. I don't know if I have enough lines in the center here, but I think I'm going to go with it. That blob out. I can always come back. Let's get this one going. Last one. That's what you want right there. Just it to come out in a steady, small stream. And then it starts bobbing. So when it starts bobbing, I stop and I fix it.
I just like to watch you work sometimes.
Dad, I'm recording.
I know.
I love my dad. He's an awesome man, and he lives with me, and I take care of him. And he loves to watch me create art. So that was his voice you heard. After I already told him to be quiet, but men don't listen. All right. This one's starting to make me mad because it's not coming out like I want it to. See a lot of little blobs there that I gotta fix. Line them suckers out just with your little stick. That's all you gotta do. There we go. I don't really have enough right there, so I'm going to draw a little bit of white with my stick. Stick it in and swirl it. Okay, I don't think I have enough lines over here. This doesn't look like enough. So I'm going back. It's wanting to bobble. Make me a new corner. If it starts doing that, it's probably because you got your corner where you're pouring from. There's resin built up there and it's stopping it from coming out smoothly. So I'll just go over here and make me a new corner. Do a few more circles right here. It just didn't look like I had enough to me. Not to get the effect that I'm looking for. Okay. That looks good. Let's see a few blobs. Right here's one. Right here. I think I saw one right there. Okay. I know I shouldn't be whispering, but I'm trying not to be too loud because there's people sleeping. My husband is upstairs asleep. All right, now let's draw in. Wipe your stick off. Draw in. Wipe your stick off. Draw in. Excuse me. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw in here and here. I'm just creating my shape of my petals. Okay, then I'm going to go outward, but not from the center, just from here out. And I'm just barely skimming the surface. I'm not going in far at all with my stick. I have gloves on. I do not have a mask on because you would not be able to understand a single word I'm saying if I did. So I'm in a very well ventilated room, large open concept house. So I'm good. All right. These are really blooming. These are blooming really well. Let's just hope I didn't put too much on. It's always a guessing game. You really never know how it's going to come out until the next day. When you wake up to see. All right, oh, I didn't swirl. Okay, so I'm going to give it a little swirl. Try to push down that film that's on that yellow. Let's give this one a little swirl. And here we go, draw. Oh, these are gonna look good. I can already tell by the way the resin is moving that they're gonna look good. I guess I've had so many non-look good ones that didn't meet my standards, and I could tell that they weren't going to, so I guess I can see when they are going to. Okay, let's go ahead and do a little outward. Just adds a little bit to it. Makes it more three-dimensional, in my opinion. And I have learned everything I know by watching YouTube videos. Shout out to Julie at Pouring Your Heart Out and Petra. I cannot pronounce her last name. Gerbracht. Y'all figure that one out. But she is amazing, as is Julie, and so many other YouTube artists. I could just name all of them all day, but I won't. Y'all can go to YouTube and find them yourself, just like I did. Okay. Gonna give it a swirl. And let's see. I want to go out with this one a little bit more, maybe. The petals look kind of wide there, so I'm going to give it a little more depth. It's all a crapshoot, you know? You just never know. But I think these are pretty awesome. Okay, now I'm going to take my torch, if I can find it. Ah, right in front of my face. And of course, my lighter's going to start giving me trouble right here at the end of the game. Okay. No worries. I got a spare lighter. Just have to take my gloves off to be able to use it. Alright, I'm going to pop bubbles, just skimming across the top. Not really touching the resin at all. Certainly not touching your mold, because that would definitely be detrimental. and just give it some heat. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this. Maybe join a little closer. You can see what's going on here. See a few bubbles. Almost. I hate bubbles. I really do. You just have to find the right resin. This, by the way, is called Clearcast 7050. And I've used it before. It's a good resin. I see a little white dot right there that I don't want there. So now, if you see anything that you want to fix, right now is the time, because pretty soon it's going to be not happening. Okay, guys, there you have it. I think they're going to look amazing. I'll be back in the morning to let y'all know. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of the compliments on my coasters. I have worked hard to try to succeed at this technique. I hope this helps someone. Let me know. I hope my voice wasn't too annoying. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow for the unmolding. Good night.